Deputy Governor, the Philippines, one of the fastest growing economies, actually the fastest in the region at the moment. And it's unbelievable to see how poverty reduction has taken place over the last few years. And in fact, you still have very strong targets that you want to reach by 2022 to reduce poverty to 14%. Tell me about how you're doing this through building your institutions and how strong institutions are helping you achieve these goals, if at all.
In the last 20 years, since 1999, we've been able to show consecutive positive economic growth since 1999. That would translate to about 80 consecutive quarters. We used to be subject of boom and bust, but an essential element in that 20-year growth story is building institutions. Yeah. We built institutions over a 20-year period. We were saying earlier that it takes time. Yeah. We started in 1993, so it has been 25, 26 years that we have been in this job. I've seen it all. I've been with the central bank for many years. Yeah. We've had the first oil crisis in 74, yeah. 75, the second oil crisis in 78 and 79, our balance of payments crisis in 1982 to 84, Asian financial crisis in 97, and of course the global financial crisis. And if you look at the dots, you will see that unlike in the past, we've been able to weather many of these challenges in the global economy. Why? Because of institutions. And an essential element of this is the kind of capacity building that we receive from, among others, from the International Monetary Fund. We've had capacity building in terms of monetary policy. We are thankful to the fund for guiding us through the adoption and implementation of inflation targeting in 2002. We began our journey in 1999. We spent the next 3 years laying down the groundwork for inflation targeting as a framework of monetary policy. Then we introduced the interest rate corridor system. Again, the IMF was a partner in this. Yeah. Public finance was also covered in the capacity building. So what are the lessons that we learned during this period? One, capacity building should be flexible. It should be adapted to local needs. There are unique initial conditions in various jurisdictions, and therefore that is something that should be considered in designing capacity building program. I think thirdly, there should be strong ownership by the authorities. Yeah. The authorities should be the one that would define the ambit as well as the scope of the capacity building, and they should own it. And finally, I think it is critical that there is consensus, that there is public ownership of those capacity building